ఇందాక ఒక మ్యాచ్ నేను మన గుంతల మధ్య వచ్చిన మస్తుండే స్ట్రాటజీతో ఆడినాం. ఒకడు వచ్చిండే మస్తు ఫ్రెండ్లీ ఉండేవాడు. లాస్ట్ ఒక్కడే ఉండేదేమో మన గుద్దుదాం అనుకున్నాం సార్.
Story, bro.
Oh shit,
Sending out
another me. Damn, he's good looking.
Yeah, I shoot this man. Ayan story ra adi.
Attention. First blood.
this is criminal, eh?
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Taking fire. Throwing arc star. Engage. Reloading.
Gala do. Gana no batkuna.
Downed one.
Fakra.
Ma.
Getting held back.
Sina boy. Mana pakkane unna.
Bam goes the boozle.
పడ్డది బైరియానికి చూసుకొని మా ఒకడైతే హైలైట్ రా. ఒక ఆక్స్టార్ వేసిన పూక్ గన్ మీద వాడు పుడుతూనే ఉన్నాడు. అంత తొక్క షాట్ మొజాంబిక్ చీది. పైన క్రాక్ పైన రా.
I think this place needs a little more me.
Looks like you got a new kill lead.
She got bamboozled. Giving my shields a recharge. Our ring's closing in 1.
Reloading. They're not getting back up from that. Sorry. Oh, my abilities don't work. I'm slow. We got 40 minutes.
Shot at.
కింద దూకేసినాడు చూసుకొని కింద దూకి
You got bamboozled. Juice to the rescue. She got bamboozled. Over here. Got bamboozled.
అరే నువ్వు అది వచ్చేసి వచ్చి రివైవ్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళకి కనిపించం రా.
అదే విషయం లేదు. అటు నేను చూస్తుండే కదా, నువ్వు ఉన్న పొజిషన్ తెలుసు కదా.
కింద దూకేసాడు.
కింద దుంకినావా? అట్లా చెప్పాలి కదా మరి.
మొత్తంలో చేసినారా 1 HP ఉండేరా సెకండ్.
Let's go. ఇది మళ్ళీ పైసలు అరేంజ్ అయినాయా? పైసలు అరేంజ్ అయినాయా బర్త్డేకి అంటున్నా? ఏడుస్తున్నావు రా ఇంట్లో?
మళ్ళీ ఇంకొక మా దోస్తు
Everything is
అనుకోటి
going to be great.
ఓ
At
ఇద్దరు
least
They-
that's what I
కలిపిస్తారు
keep telling myself.
లేదు ఇద్దరు కల్పిస్తారు వాడు సపరేట్ వేరే వాళ్ళకి తీస్తాను కానీ ఇక్కడ ఇస్తుండు మాకు ఒక ఇల్లు
Only the
తీసుకొని
best for
బీచ్
my
సైడ్
friends.
ఏందండి
బీచ్ సైడ్ ఒక ఇల్లు తీసుకొని
Looking quite confident, aren't we? Well, Maggie's got a lot of tricks up her sleeve. So this is your champion. Looking about as spry as my 80-year-old mum. That's a compliment.
మరి వంశీ
Jump Master here. You think my buddies and I aren't afraid of heights?
చిన్నప్పుడు 2000 తోటి అయిపోతుండే
How about there?
I bet that's a good.
Check out here.
Follow the leader.
లోపలికి వెళ్దాం అదే వాళ్ళు వస్తారా
See someone out there?
కదా మళ్ళీ వద్దా
వాడేడికి వెళ్తున్నావు వాళ్ళు లోపలికి వెళ్తలేడు డైరెక్ట్గా
లోపల రారా మీరు
అంతే కదా
లైట్ తీసుకోమని చెప్పి మళ్ళీ
A real game changer is on its way.
Fuck, bro.
I'm down. Getting shot at. Must go faster.
My partner's not even here,
Reloading.
bro.
I'm down.
లైట్ తీసుకోమని చెప్పి కదరా
First blood.
ఆ లోపల పోతలే లైట్ తీసుకోమని నేను ఎవడన్నాడు
All right, round one.
అవును వాడు
Beginning
లోపల
ring countdown.
లోపలికి పోయారా
Already inside the ring. Nice.
అరే రోజు లేడు రా మన గడ్డ బుద్ధి వెళ్ళిపోతుండే వాళ్ళు అందుకే లైట్ తీసుకోవాలి
లోపలికి పోయినా బలిపోయినా
లోపలికి పోలే నేను ఇల్లుకి వెళ్ళాను
అడిగి
గన్స్ లేవు కదరా వచ్చేసి
వస్తున్నా ఒక్క నిమిషం అంటే ఒక్క నిమిషం వచ్చేస్తా
And they're hitting me.
Making contact with enemy.
హలో 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 బాయ్ అరే ఒక్క 2 నిమిషాలు ఆగి వస్తున్నా
ఇంతసేపు రా.
బాయ్ రెడీ గో.
Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, boom, you're dead.
Let's not finish quickly. Where's the fun in that?
పెద్ద రూల్స్ పెట్టుకున్నాం గప్పని
Ready to
చచ్చిపోయింది.
burn.
పెద్ద పెద్ద రూల్స్ పెట్టుకొని రప్పని చచ్చినాం ఏంద్రా.
రూల్స్
All he had to do was bring me his other arm. Bet you're regretting those morals now, eh? Got your
సరే
champion
ఇప్పుడు
here.
కంటిన్యూ రా.
The
డివోషన్
one to look
నీది
out for.
ఇంకా R99 నాకు నువ్వు చెప్పు.
What happened? Recoil hit you in the
R90
face?
నాకు
We should land there.
ఇంకా డివోషన్
Vámonos. Olé!
నీకు ఫ్లాట్ లైన్ అండ్
Lovely idea.
ఆల్టర్నేటర్ లేకపోతే హ్యావక్.
సరే ఫ్లాట్ లైన్ ఇంకా హావక్
దొరకాలి కదరా పిచ్చపోడా.
ఒకసారి ఎప్పుడు దొరికినా అప్పుడు కట్టండి.
And we got. Drink him if you got him. Game changes on its way.
ఫ్లాట్ లైన్ దొరికితే నువ్వు చెప్పు, నేను చెప్తా.
ఓకే
Faster, faster, faster!
Got a new kill leader.
నాకు డివోషన్
Let's
అన్నావు.
see how long this lasts.
డివోషన్
All right, round one. Beginning
Evo shield
ring
here.
countdown.
Level 2.
We're not all in the ring. That's how you get cooked.
Oh, yes. I am so ecstatic. Whatever, I'm great. I wonder what my ex is up to nowadays.
Shops open for business.
షాపింగ్.
Attention all.
ఎవర్రా
Your
కొడుతున్నాను?
champion's captain.
Thank you.
That's some champion, huh?
You are coming home with
అయ్యా
me
దీనిలో ఇది
tonight.
లేదేంద్రా. R99 లేదా, అది కూడా లేదు.
ఫ్లాట్ లైన్ దొరికింది. ఇంకా హావక్ దొరుకుతాయి ఇప్పుడు. టూ ఎక్స్ హీరో
లేదు నా దగ్గర.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 2.
Rápido!
ఓ కింద పడతాం రైడ్కి వెళ్ళి.
Might be something good there.
ఆడికి పోతున్నా నేను.
దొరికింది
Throwing
హావక్.
jump drive.
అరే నా 2 వెపన్స్ నాకు దొరికేసినాయి, నువ్వేంది?
ఈడెవడు ఉన్నాడు?
Hostile right here, right in front of me.
Must go faster.
Reloading. Sending a decoy. Okay, wait, how do I know that I'm not a decoy? Alright, this is dream within a dream stuff. Recharge.
Taking fire.
Just gotta patch myself up.
Airstrike.
Ah, shit.
ఓ అడ్డరా.
Ring's closing. Let's see some movement, shall we?
I'm hit. Just you and me. We'll have to move quick. Just how I like it.
Reloading.
I'm down.
ఇద్దరు వచ్చారు. అస్సలు మంచి పొజిషన్.
She got bamboozled. She got bamboozled. Look at you. Reloading. They're hitting me.
అస్సలు మంచి పొజిషన్ లేకుండా.
చీ చీ.
అడిగారు అస్సలు మంచి పొజిషన్లో లేకుండా వచ్చా.
వెనకాల నుంచి కూడా
ఏమైంది? నీ గన్స్ ఏమైనాయి?
ఏమే నిన్న ఏం చేస్తాం రా దొరకకపోతే పాగల్గా.
సరే నీ గన్స్ ఏంటది ఎప్పుడు?
చెప్పు.
స్పిట్ ఫైర్, ఇంకా ట్రిపుల్ టేక్.
Three
అది
words.
combo
Win,
be.
win again.
ఓకే డన్ డన్ డన్. నీకు చెప్తారా నీకు ఆతియోన్
Lions didn't sleep, and neither do we, right, Newt?
ఇంకా
Looking quite confident, aren't we? Well, Maggie's got a lot of tricks up her sleeve.
షార్ట్ గన్ ఏదో ఒకటి. ఈవా
This is your champion.
seven.
Not bad,
Three
not
one,
bad.
you
Eva
eight.
For a syndicate dog.
నేను చెప్పిన దగ్గర దింపు.
చెప్పేడా?
Hey, maybe we
Howdy,
land
buddy.
here. Or maybe we don't. I'm fine with whatever.
Vámonos. You have fun, amigo. I'm going over there.
ఏంది బే
మంచి లూట్
You're not leaving me behind.
ఈడికి వస్తావా? అడిగే
పోదామా?
వద్దొద్దు. సరే 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 సరే.
Bam! There goes a
Oh,
boozle.
rale.
Something like that.
అప్పటికి మ్యాథ్స్ దొరికింది. మ్యాథ్స్ అప్పటికి
Game changes on its way. And we got first blood. Best way to start the day.
Oh, first blood. Who'd have thought a blood sport would be so bloody?
ఆన్లైన్ దొరికింది. సెంటినల్ వాడు షార్ట్
Round one.
అది దొరికే వరకు.
Beginning ring
Yeah.
countdown.
సెంటినల్ వాడు అది దొరికే వరకు. సెంటినల్ ఈడే ఉంది. అరే 3 ఉన్నాయి రైడ్ ఈ షీల్డ్.
Level 2.
Champions
ఒకటి
eliminated,
ఎట్లా రావాలి?
but too deep to be a proper champion, eh?
Let's be honest. I'm the only real champion here.
నాకేమేం చెప్పినావు బే?
Hold on to your knickers, ladies.
ట్రిపుల్ టేక్
You
ఇంకా
go
అది
either appointed.
You kill leader?
స్పిట్ ఫైర్.
స్పిట్ ఫైర్.
రోజు రోజుకి మజల్స్ గట్టిగా అయిపోతున్నాయి.
ఏం మజల్?
హ్యాండ్ మజిల్స్, ఫింగర్ మజిల్స్.
Oh, that's gonna kick.
నాకు దొరికేసింది R301.
సెటిల్. నాది కావాలి 25 దొరకలే నాకు. ట్రిపుల్ టేబుల్ దొరకలేదు.
ఏం సౌండ్ అది?
ఏమో అది అట్లా వస్తూ ఉంటుంది అప్పుడప్పుడు. ఎందుకు వస్తుంది?
నువ్వు వెండి కదా అటు.
ఇప్పుడు దొరికే ట్రిపుల్ టెక్ దొరికింది. ఏమైతుంది ఆడ?
Enemy here. They're shooting at me.
You got banned.
అదే పక్కగా
Charging on my shield.
ఏంది సీరియా
Looks like it's just us.
గలీజ్గా.
Taking fire.
Rings moving. Run.
We're already in the ring. Grenade! Go!
Reloading. Getting shot at.
Engaging.
Sending out another me. Damn, he's good looking.
Taking fire.
ఏడికి పోయినావు?
It's go time.
ఆడడం అయితే
Charging on my shields.
Check it out. Care package coming in. Bam. Guess I'm running out of ideas. Decoy escape deployed. You got bamboozled.
వెళ్ళిపోవాలరా
Look at
బయటికి
you.
వెళ్ళి.
You got bamboozled.
రామోలేదురా
You got
రామోలేదు.
ఏమేమో
bamboozled. You got
లైట్ ఏమో
bamboozled.
అసలు
Recharging shield.
నీ దగ్గర ఏదైనా స్నైపర్ది ఇది ఉందా?
Listen up. There's a new kill leader.
Hells yeah.
Frag out.
స్నైపర్ది స్కోప్ కావాలి మామ.
స్నైపర్ స్కోప్ లేదురా. మా దొరికిందా రా కిందికి వెళ్దాం.
ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగు. వస్తున్నా.
Let's go over here. Scratch that.
ఉన్నారు వాళ్ళు అప్పుడే ఫైట్ చేసి రా.
Giving my shields a recharge. 1 sec. Healing up.
Engaging.
Kill leader.
Someone's got to take out the new kill leader. They're too cocky.
Taking fire. Healing. Idiot.
ఏడున్నారు బే?
Charging shield.
పక్క
Come on.
కదా హోల్డ్ చేయి.
అది అట్లా కొడతాడు రాడు. ఇది ఏదో కొడుతుంది బే.
They're shooting at me. Go faster.
అట్టెట్లు కోసం రాడు.
ఏమో ఏమో అయిందాడా? అని ఎంటూరుకి వస్తుండారా? స్టోరీ అట్టెట్లా కొడుతుర్రా ఏడికెళ్ళో? వేరే టర్న్ తీసుకో. నా బాగానే తీసుకోగలుగుతా ఉంటావా?
ఈజీగా
పోతుందిరా కాన్పన్రా. అయ్యో 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 కాలే. వచ్చిరా నీ దగ్గరికి.
ఎట్లా వస్తారా?
యా మనుషుల పశువులాళ్ళు.
The All-Father honors us with victory and life.
Don't go where I tell you.
నువ్వు వచ్చాను దానిలో ఇప్పుడు.
చెప్పు ఇప్పుడు నేనేం చెప్తా తెలుసా నీకు?
చెప్పు.
I make this look good. Literally, this hair, this face. I mean, come on, you see it.
తెలుసునేరా 30-30 repeater.
Mind your mullets, ladies. I'm about to start some
నేను చెప్తా.
fires. This is your champion. Not bad. Not bad for a syndicate dog.
వోల్టేజ్
Oh,
ఉంది
yeah, master of the jump right here.
ఇంకా
ఇంకా
మాస్టిఫ్.
Just a thought, we can land here.
ఓకే.
Follow the leader. That's me. Or don't. Whatever. As long as we win.
నీకా వింగ్మ్యాన్ అండ్ వింగ్మ్యాన్ ఇంకా
Let's go that way.
ఎస్ఎంజీ కావాలన్నా వద్దా నీకు?
ఒక అకౌంట్ ఉండాలి. ఎస్ఎంజీ ఏం చెప్తారు?
R99 చూస్ చేసుకోరా అవి ఇక.
Watch yourselves. Game changer coming at you.
దొరికేసాను మ్యాన్. వింగ్మ్యాన్ దొరికేసింది.
నాకే దొరికేంద్రా.
ఇంకా ఏందేమో ఏమన్నా వింగ్మ్యాన్ ఇంకా అన్నట్టు కదా. ఓకే
Save that for me.
అరే నాకు అవసరం లేదు.
Ready, set, go!
నాకేం చెప్పినావు?
I'll make sure they don't sneak up on us.
వోల్ట్ ఇంకా మాస్టిఫ్.
Found an extended energy mag here. Level 2.
Heavy ammo here.
ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ ఎనర్జీ బాగా ఉంది ఇక్కడ. వోల్ట్ దొరికి కొంత పలు గన్లు ఉన్నాయి. అచ్చా
Volt SMG here.
దొరికింది వోల్ట్ నాకు.
సెట్
నేను ఇక్కడ పైకి వస్తున్నా.
Come up this way.
I found
వా
an explosive vault.
సెట్రా.
I can't crack it open, but maybe you
ఏం
can.
సెట్ బే?
ఆన్లైన్ ఇంకా దొరకలేదురా.
నేను దొరకదు చెప్తా దొరికితే. ఏ మ్యాచ్ షిఫ్ అయితే దొరుకుతలేదు రా అవి.
Rápido, rápido!
ఏం తెచ్చేది ఉంది?
Break this hold open. more minute, amigo. Rings right
భయ్యన్న
there.
కదా
So
కావాలి
close. So close. Jump pad out. Got an enemy out there.
ఎనిమియా
Yes. 45 seconds until
వచ్చి రీడు ఉన్నారు
Opening fire.
హీరోగాడు
Reloading.
పిస్టల్ ఉంది దగ్గర
Throwing our stuff.
ఆగు ఆగు
Threw my
ఇంకా
grenade
మస్తు
out.
వస్తారు
fence in position.
Giving my shields a recharge.
I took an enemy down. That's good for an electrical engineer, no?
Tick tock, 10 seconds. As the ring's close.
ఇది లోపల వాడు అన్నాడు
Look out, grenade!
Dropping out my shields.
చుక్క రావాడు
Died. I guess that was the last one.
Nice takedown. How'd that feel?
Reloading.
అరే నీ అమ్మ అది ఆన్లైన్ దొరకలేదు నేను దాంతో ఆడినాను
దేంతో అన్నాను
పిస్టల్ తోటి
వెస్సెల్ తోటి ఇచ్చి పడేసినట్టు
My wounds.
ఆ, ఆర్చరీ వన్ వాడుతున్నావు అప్పుడు వరకు ఆన్లైన్ దొరికేవారు
సరే వాడుకో
Merci.
నువ్వేం వాడుతున్నావు నీకేం చెప్పినా
నేను వోల్ట్ ఇంకా ఇది మొజంబికా దీని ఏమంటారు కదరా అవి మొజంబిక్ వాడుతున్నా
సరే అది దొరికే వరకు వాడుకో
Sergeant Shields, come on, come on.
బుగ్గరు వచ్చి బుగ్గరు అందరు బుగ్గలయ్యారు ఇచ్చి పడేసినాంగా
Shoots no clock.
అయ్యా అనవసరంగా యూజ్ చేసిన రాయల్టీ
ఎందుకు ఇది ఉందిగా చార్జ్ స్టోర్
అవును
Care package incoming.
Oh.
Some of you eggs looking like you need it.
Care package. Sweet.
Throwing jump pad.
నన్ను లేపుదామని
నేను చెప్తాను నేను అది వేస్ట్ చేద్దామని
అరే ఇది ఓపెన్
Hey, how about this way?
ఓపెన్ చేసిన నేను
చేసినావు
Explosive hole. Pardon, I take that back. % of the squads have been eliminated.
Let's go over here.
ನಾವು 2x ఫక్స్ స్కల్పియర్సర్ ఉంది నా వింగ్ మ్యాన్ కి
ఏముంది
2x స్కల్పియర్సర్ ఉంది నా వింగ్ మ్యాన్ కి
Your champion's carved
వావ్
Someone eliminated the champion. Optics here. Close range.
Save that for me.
మా క్రేజరా మరి మన ఇంటున్నా ఏంది మా డిస్కౌంట్ లో జాయిన్ అయ్యండి
దేవుడు వినిపిస్తుంది
Medkit here.
మెట్కిట్ ఈడ మెట్కిట్
Yeah, I could use that.
Gracias.
Happy to help.
దొరికిందిరా
ఆన్లైన్ ఇంకా దొరకలే నేను ఆర్టీగా ఉన్న ఆడుతున్నా
సరే ఆడుకో ఏదో ఒకటి ఆడరాబే నేను ఆడుతూ ఏదో ఒకటి
Faking him out with a decoy.
అది కూడా లోటాడు ఐష్ ఎంతమంది ఒకటేసారి వస్తారు రా నేడ్స్ లేవు
లేదు లేవు నా దగ్గర కూడా.
Must go faster.
As a squad had been here.
Let's go over here.
We.
This ring flare is closing
అలా
hot.
నేను దొరికిందిరా.
Let's get that countdown going.
సెట్ ఏనా ఫైట్ అవుతుంది
ఫైవ్ డేస్
రన్
Faster, faster, faster.
Extended enemy back here. Level 3.
Amigos,
ఓ
let's go here.
ఫక్
Yeah, I can see
వస్తున్నా
that.
ఒక్క నిమిషం ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ మాకు
Yo,
తీసుకొస్తా.
we're clear. No ring flares near us.
I spotted an enemy.
Gracias.
Happy to help.
Replicators getting delivered.
Check out that replicator coming in.
మన పైన ఫైవ్ డేస్ ఉంది.
ఆడికే వస్తున్నా
Rápido.
దాబే
Hostile out. Throwing thermite grenade.
I spotted an enemy.
Opening fire.
అరే
Another squad is attacking us.
చెత్త కొట్టినా నాకు అంత డ్యామేజ్ చేసినా.
ఏమోగా
Charging up my shield.
రేవర్తో కొట్టిర్రా.
Recharging my shield.
అరే వస్తుర్రా బే షిట్
Ah,
స్టోరీ
this is
రా
taking
బే
too long. Shake a leg. We've only got a minute and the ring's right there.
Hold on. Let me help you.
ఫక్ రేవర్తో కొట్టిర్రా.
Using the decoy escape. You got bamboozled.
వెళ్ళిపో
Hang on.
ఇగో
You got bamboozled. Look at you.
Hitting the eject button. Go time.
వెళ్ళిపో
Bam to the bam. I'm running out of ideas. Recharging shields.
Hey, the ring closes. I'm
ఓ
gonna raid this
కిందున్నారు
area here.
కిందున్నారు
ఏడ కింద
Engage. Taking fire.
Better watch it. Rings close.
Ring's closing. Gotta go. Heads up, we're not on.
Oops, a clock. Alright, killed an enemy.
I bet they're over there.
Recharging shields.
Tossing it after that.
Go busy.
Bleeding out.
Alright, shots fired and they're hitting me.
Checking out over there. I'm down. No bueno.
Check it out. Care package coming in.
లేపురా.
Enemy right here.
Round 3. Next up, here we go.
సార్ నేను తినేసి వస్తారా ఆటో.
సరే పోయిరా puta skinio.
Success doesn't have to mean getting the corner office. It isn't always climbing the corporate ladder.
The lighting in this portrait is just amazing. What's up guys, today we're going to be doing a study of one of my Vermeer is a as well as very high in the art world, because he also specialized in people, and that's something that I think I really resonate with. So I'm going to do a study with you guys today of an old master from the 1600s and take a look at some of the elements in this painting, and talk you guys through this entire process, and we can maybe learn a thing or two from our friend Johan Vermeer here. Anyways, that's enough of an intro. Let's just go straight into this. So as we're taking a look at the reference photo and the portrait here, you're gonna notice that the background is extremely dark. It's almost like a pitch black kind of color. And a lot of paintings during this Baroque period had this very high contrast thing going on, and the lighting was always spot on and super dramatic. So I love a good lighting scenario and I love a good portrait, and this is gonna be exciting. Just so you guys know, this is not going to be a one-for-one portrait. I will be putting my own stylistic spin on it, but I will be observing the way Johan did certain things in this piece. And I also won't be using any reference photos on top of this. I'll just be referencing the lighting and the colors in the original painting. So we're about 10 minutes into the sketch now, and I think we're ready to go into colors, and this is where we're going to see a lot of the interesting choices that Vermeer made in his paintings and some of the things that he did in terms of the rendering and the coloring. We're going to start off with picking a color for the background. It's going to be very, very dark. I take that back, that was actually too dark. The multiply layer wasn't even showing up on top, so we're going to actually just fill in this character first with the base color. I know a lot of people say to never use pure black in paintings, but it really does look like pure black here in the background. So I'm going to start color blocking, and I'm going to try to make this as realistic as possible, as close to the original as possible, while maintaining my own personal style. And if I see anything interesting happening in the original painting, I'll point it out to you guys, and we'll just go from there. So as we move along in the color blocking stage, I think one of the most impressive things about this painting is the use of light. The portrait looks to be lit by this very strong direct key light from this top-down angle, and it appears to be the only light source in this entire portrait, except for maybe behind our character, where you see a little bit of that blue start to shine through on the headwear of the character. That might be like an ambient light source coming from behind, but overall it's a very key light heavy kind of portrait. It's very high contrast, it's very direct. Vermeer is very confident with the way he applied the contrast onto this portrait. Whenever you're doing one of these studies, you want to make sure that it's somebody you admire in the first place, and you also want to make sure that you are studying the way that artist handles things like coloring and lighting, and the way they do like transitions from light to shadow, fabric and skin. A lot of things that you want to observe and try to learn as much as you can from what you see in front of you. So I'm looking at the colors right now, even just on the skin, and there's so much nuance. Like there's hints of green, hints of yellow, hints of blue. It must have taken a long time to complete this painting. And as you look at the bottom area of the jaw here, you're gonna see a lighter tone on the skin, and that's because of something called bounce light. In this case, the light source is coming from up top. It's hitting the white collar that is being worn by our subject, and it's reflecting back up onto the lower side of the jaw. So that's why that part appears to be a little bit lighter than the rest of the shadow. Crazy attention to detail. And the combination of colors in the original portrait is just insane to me, because I'm seeing tones of green, yellow, blue, purple, red, everything mixed up in the skin tone. But then when you look at it from far away, without observing the details too much, they kind of all just blend together into this really natural looking color for the skin. And that's something that I really admire a lot about the old masters, is the way they use colors in areas where you wouldn't expect to see a certain color. Like green on the skin, like you're not painting Shrek, but it just works when they do it. The main thing that I think I really want to observe is the use of colors in this portrait, because I think it's really well done. I forgot to flip my canvas. Oh, not bad. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so the original portrait doesn't have eyebrows, but I think we're gonna try to add some eyebrows, because I don't know, I like to put eyebrows on my portraits. If you look like super closely, you can see very subtle hints of orange and red and really vibrant colors being mixed into the areas where the shadow is transitioning to the light. It just adds so much life. And I'm picking up on like hints of blue and green. Like these are colors that, you know, if I were painting on my own, I would hardly ever go to for any part of like the skin or the human body. I'm seeing green in the shadow. It's insane. It's like the harder I look, the more colors I see. But at first glance, it looks so simple. I don't know how these guys do it. It's crazy. But yeah, we're about like 50 minutes in, and I feel like there's still so much that we can look at, and there's so much we could do. But I'm gonna try to keep the painting relatively short. I have no patience. But guys, if you're in a situation where you're having trouble, you know, understanding how colors work together with one another and where to put what kind of colors, studying some portraits done by these old masters is a great way to go about it. And really, it doesn't matter what stage you're at, whether you're an advanced artist or an intermediate artist or a beginner. There's a lot that you can learn and absorb from the way these artists did their paintings. Notice how he even got the reflection of the white color on the bottom side of that pearl. Like, it's so shiny that it's capturing a direct reflection of what's underneath it.
Success doesn't have to mean getting the corner office. It isn't
all the brush selling people probably hate me now, but I'm sorry. The people gotta know the truth. And then I invite out that rocky, like now, one thing you're going to see me use a lot in this process is the lasso tool, and it is really, really good for getting these hard edges and mapping out the shapes. So I'm relatively reference photo has so much detail. So I have to with So I have to be really aware with my brush size in this painting because when I'm trying to paint the details, since there are no crazy textures on these brushes, I have to make these textures manually. Making the brush very small allows me to get some pretty interesting types of textures onto these rocks and foliage and things like that. I think we're in about the final stretch now. I just need to is the final piece that the default brushes in photo. This might also give the painting a bit of a different feel once we finish. We're used to using. Okay, so I went back into this piece for another, I want to say 25 minutes, and here is the final result with my custom texture. At both of these paintings. One thing I want you to think about is look at the understructure of the painting. Look at the foundation of it, the different colors that are being used, the
Grammarly can help you write quickly and confidently, so you never have to slow down at work. Stay on top of.
అంటే చాలా
మాట్లాడినందుకు ఎవరైనా డబ్బులు ఇస్తారా?
కొన్ని మాట్లాడొచ్చు, అట్లీస్ట్ మాట్లాడొచ్చా?
మాట్లాడే
नहीं आ रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा आर्टिफिशियल सा डिस्प्ले लगता है, लेकिन जो बीपीयू का डिस्प्ले है कलर्स की जो क्वालिटी है काफ़ी अच्छे से खिल के आ रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से वॉच फेस अच्छा लग रहा है। स्ट्रैप दिखाता हूँ आपको दोस्तों। कलर फिट प्रो 3 का स्ट्रैप थोड़ा ज़्यादा चौड़ा है और इसका कम है क्योंकि कलर फिट का 22 mm है, और कलर फिट की थोड़ी ज़्यादा ड्यूरेबल मुझे यहाँ पे महसूस हो रही है और उसकी बिल्ड क्वालिटी थोड़ी ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग लग रही है मुझे बीपीयू से अगर मैं कंपेयर करता हूँ। और स्ट्रैप जो है काफ़ी हार्ड है कलर फिट का, लेकिन बीपीयू का काफ़ी सॉफ्ट स्ट्रैप है, पूरा सिलिकॉन ही है, लेकिन कलर फिट का मुझे थोड़ा टीपीयू प्यू टाइप लग रहा है।
Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about photo studies and why you should be doing them. Photo studies are something that I started doing not too long ago, and I find that they've helped me improve my art a significant amount. And I think by giving you guys some information about them, maybe this is going to help you guys out too if you're just starting out, or even if you're a more advanced artist. I think this is still going to be something that's really useful for you. And the first thing that we're going to cover is what is a photo study, and it is essentially you trying to break down a photograph and creating it one for one on your canvas, or as closely as possible. The reason why this is something that I think is really helpful is because during the process of studying photos, you're able to actually break down different forms, shapes, colors, or even in like an anatomy, pretty much anything that you really want to work on, you're able to break it down in photographs, and you're able to find them in photographs. And this is basically a process where you're kind of studying from real life, and I think that's really useful because almost everything that we draw is based on real life. Even in created characters or environments, the lighting and perspective and all of that is still applied based on how we see things in our world. And sometimes you see like those really talented artists who seem to be able to draw anything they want just straight from imagination. And it's because they've been doing so many studies and they've learned so much about how things look in real life that they're able to then translate it into their drawings. And they've stored kind of like a mental library of images and resources that they can use whenever they want. And it seems like they're just drawing straight from their imagination, when in reality, a lot of these people, like, they actually have a library of information there for them to access. So their reference is, in a sense, just their mind. It's always good to remember that anything original that you create is based on a combination of both your imagination as well as your mental library of information. And how do we build up a mental library of information? That takes us back to doing photo studies. Photo studies are probably the best way to do this because we tend to already have a preconceived concept of how things are supposed to look, and that is the information in our brains. But when you study photographs, sometimes you realize, oh, this is how it's actually supposed to look, and the one that I had in my brain was not actually correct. And the more you study from real life and understand how things work in our world, the more easily you're going to be able to apply these concepts into your own original paintings. Now, the reason I started doing photo studies initially was because I was trying to draw a lot of faces and people and environments just from my imagination. I had a lot of scenarios in my head that I wanted to put onto a canvas, and I always had this vision of where my paintings were supposed to go. And I found at the time most of my paintings, or like almost all of my paintings, didn't turn out the way I want them to turn out. It's like something gets lost in the process, and I end up making a lot of mistakes, especially when it comes to like anatomy and faces. So I decided, you know what, no more, we're gonna put an end to this. So I started doing some photo studies, and after I think about 3 months or so, it's actually made a huge difference in the way imagination now is something that you're always getting stuck on. Then I highly recommend you do some photo studies, and but trust me, you're going to thank yourself for it, because eventually you're going to be able to draw your own characters and your own environments with a lot more confidence than you would otherwise.
Want your business email to be Gmail? Get Google Workspace from Hostinger. It's more than just a domain-based email address. Look, all productivity tools you know and love.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So everything that you practice piece like this is trying to see where you exaggerated find an art block of understanding colors and things like that. So there it is. There's our no pressure opacity, one single brush. I did
Want your business email to be Gmail? Get Google Workspace from Hostinger. It's more than just a domain.
And because it got many likes, I created part 2 now. Until to use a lot of this panel, and in my previous video I showed a brush that helps out with cutting out